We look to just kind of evolve our program to keep current with what's readily available to us and to essentially provide the best opportunity for our kids to maintain that level of wellness once they leave Queensbury. Trying to take an interdisciplinary approach to health and physical education where we can take those same concepts from the health class and apply them to our physical education curriculum so that we can have a continuum for our health education through phys ed is very important.
It's not the same health class that we took when we were in high school. We've had two updates. The first is that New York State requires all students that graduate from high school to have hands-only CPR and have had instruction on that and be able to demonstrate back to an instructor. So we do that in our health classes. And then the second is New York State, in response to the opioid crisis that we have nationally, has created a supplement to our New York State guidance document for health for specific speaking points to talk about opiates with our students.
It's not the PE class that I took in the 1970s, and it's certainly not the PE classes that we were teaching when I first started here in the mid-80s.
Mountain bikes, new cross-country skis, new snowshoes.
Project Adventure and High Five.
The ropes course and the heart rate monitors.
We have in the 4 or 5 the sport walls.
One of the big purchases was we got bikes for kids that are riding at different levels. I have hand bikes for some of my orthopedically impaired students, and I have tricycles for students that are balance impaired.
It's allowed me to not have to worry about any equipment needs that I need, allows me to be as creative as possible with my lesson plans, which is always ideal for any teacher.
As a teacher in Queensbury, I talk to a lot of other teachers in other districts, and I think our kids are, we're opening new doors for the kids around here because there's a lot of kids that don't have a rope course, a lot of kids that don't have the heart rate monitors, a lot of kids that don't have the sport walls, and I think it's a great opportunity for kids to try different things.
I actually have some experience with knowing what's been going on before. One, because I went to school here, and two, my stepdad was a physical education teacher here for a while. So I think the biggest thing is the increase of technology, the projection carts that we have, we play games with that. Just Dance, some games where they're throwing at targets on the wall that are moving around.
The students get out there, they get on the dance pads, they watch on the big screen it coming up, and they step along with the different dances. They get excited being able to see their scores and how they've done. The one story that I'll never forget when we first had them, we had a special ed class and they came into the gym, and this one particular student, he would come in and I never saw anything that he was really turned on to until one day he came in and he saw the dance pads, and he marched right over, went down the floor and kissed the dance pads because he was so excited to do that.
The students now have, with those choices, that comfort zone, which leads to confidence and wanting to be there and having fun.
Kids are feeling, I think, when they leave here, a lot more comfortable within the global fitness, the whatever it is they choose to do. After leaving here.
They come to me 3 to 4 times a month for 35 minutes, and we get to run around, play, we get to go outside, so they're able to get fresh air, really express themselves. So we're able to I'm able to enhance what they're learning in physical education and take it into my room or outside, and they just really get more practice and more exercise.
The amount of participation. Now that we're getting away from the team sports and individuals are competing against themselves, the ones that usually are like wallflowers are afraid to step up in PE class are finally stepping up, and they're doing their own thing because the whole class is not watching them, it's individualized. So it's making it more comfortable for everybody in the classroom.
More participation, I think, more than anything, is comfort. And I think because of the PEP grant and the choices that are offered, they can feel comfortable in different activities, so it's definitely been a plus.
The PEP grant really allowed our staff to get a lot of professional development through conferences all across the nation.
So it was a lot of things that were outside of my comfort zone, so I learned a lot about myself, and I teach that to the students as well, that the things that they're doing I was hesitant with at first and now I'm more comfortable with. So I try to put my own personal experience out there as well.
That collaboration when you go to these conferences and what you bring back, some of those old ideas that are standard, that you put new spins on them, and now suddenly you have a
a different way of approaching something that may have been done for the last 10, 15, 20 years. It's good for the educator because it refreshes and it keeps you challenged, and it's also great for the kids because now they're challenged in different ways too.
It recharged, for me, it recharged my batteries. I said I've been here 32 years and you do the same thing over and over and over again. A little change is nice, and I look forward to this time of year where I can hop on the bikes with the kids and get out for a ride and have fun. So I think it's helped the staff as well.
We're trying to create an environment for people that have a negative connotation of phys ed, that it's not their favorite subject, it's not about the athletes, it's about people, it's about being healthy.
Take a look at what we have for all of the kids, not just our general population, our skills kids, our adapted kids. We have, the resources here that are top notch.
Talk to the students, see what they're learning, and ask them about it. Just ask them to show you, ask them to participate in it, because you'll probably have fun too, and you might even learn an activity that you'll enjoy as well.